Time now for your forewarned weather with Thomas Keyboy.
Good morning, Utah, and happy Friday. We made it to the end of the work week. The time is currently 6:12. Here's a live look outside down in St. George with our Southern Utah University camera network. It's a little chilly in St. George, but not too bad, sitting at 43 degrees. And with clear conditions across the Southwest Desert, you won't run into any issues as you head off to work or school weather-wise. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of cloud coverage in northern Utah, but still a spectacular view from Snow Basin as we have the top of Mount Ogden shrouded in just a few clouds out there. While we do have some of that residual snow down below, just a really pretty view from the Wasatch Mountains this morning. Temperatures are mainly starting off in the 30s and 40s. So while you're going to want that extra layer this morning, it's a little bit warmer compared to what we've gotten used to, because so far this week, at least most of this week, morning lows have been mainly starting off in the 20s and 30s. And our mild temperatures that we saw yesterday going to hold on to today. So while it might not necessarily be the picture perfect boating day for this time of year, not going to be too bad. And instead of going for a walk, Stormy right here wants to get out on the boat. And Michael will be taking Stormy out on the boat today. Temperature at 55 degrees along the Wasatch Front at 11. Then that temperature throughout the course of the afternoon will be in the low to mid 60s. Starting off with a decent amount of cloud coverage for the first half of the day. We'll likely see a little bit more sunshine later on. But in our northern Utah valleys, there's also likely going to be just that little bit of haze that we've gotten used to as well. Daytime highs in northern Utah, almost a carbon copy of what we saw yesterday. While in southern Utah, daytime highs will actually be a fraction warmer compared to what we saw yesterday. We'll go ahead and zoom things in here, and you'll be able to see your daytime high today and your overnight low tonight. So again, nearly a carbon copy in northern Utah, low to mid 60s along the Wasatch Front, while we see upper 50s and low 60s in the Wasatch back. In central Utah, we'll get to 68 in Castledale, one of the warmer spots in central Utah. We'll get to 67 in Richfield and 65 in Oak City. Then down in southern Utah, we'll get to 62 in Blanding, 66 in Hanksville, close to 70 degrees at Lake Powell at 69, while Kanab will likely climb into the low 70s by getting to 72 degrees this afternoon. And the further south you go, the more sunshine you're likely going to see today. Let's go ahead and begin the Futurecast, 7 o'clock this morning. And as we go throughout the morning, you'll notice a good amount of cloud coverage up north, maybe a stray shower in the northern half of the state, but that chance fairly low to begin with. Then as we go through the afternoon into tonight, looking at relatively calm conditions, our weather pattern becomes a little bit more unsettled as we head into this weekend. And that's going to be because a system between Saturday and Sunday will brush by the northern half of the state. So on our Saturday, there will be at least a slight chance for a few showers, generally in northern Utah, even a slim chance along the Wasatch Front. And Sunday's wet weather potential will mainly favor the Utah-Idaho state line and also for the high terrain. But that chance of wet weather could increase even more as we make our way into the early and middle stages of next week. Let's show you that here on the upper level Futurecast. High pressure has been keeping our weather quiet, but you'll notice that as we go into this weekend, we start to see some subtle changes. That high pressure moving out of the way, lower pressure finds its way in as a weak system brushes by again the northern half of the state. Our temperatures, though, with mainly a westerly flow, will stay mild compared to where we should be for this time of year. And then we start to see those bigger changes by the early and middle portions of next week. Doesn't look like we're going to see a significant chance of wet weather at this point, but a better chance nonetheless as we make our way into next Tuesday. And those temperatures across the board will start to cool down. So your high temperature trend along the Wasatch Front, temperature staying above our seasonal averages Saturday, Sunday into Monday. Then as that cooler air finds its way in, we'll likely see daytime highs drop below our seasonal averages by Tuesday into Wednesday. In St. George, we're going to be staying on the dry side of things. And over the next several days for this fall back weekend, the weather will be picture perfect across the Southwest Desert. Daytime highs in the mid 70s, overnight lows mid to upper 40s. Sign me up for that. And then as we go into the middle stages of next week, daytime highs will start to drop through the 70s into the 60s, with overnight lows eventually returning into the 30s down in St. George. Then along the Wasatch Front, a good mix of sun and clouds for today, middle 60s for this fall back weekend, a slight chance both Saturday and Sunday, looking mostly dry on Monday. Then we bring in the chance for isolated showers on Tuesday with highs dropping to the low 50s, and we even could drop to a high in the 40s on Wednesday with overnight lows returning into the low and mid 30s.